What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the best show on the internet that has the three of us on it. We are here to talk to you about everything that's happened this week, pop culture, and what's on our mind. Mike is you look really happy, like really happy. So how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
It's good. It was just funny because as you were saying, it's the best show on the internet. It glitched out. That's why I was laughing.
That's
the
funny.
most consistent show on the internet.
That's right, man. So yesterday I was driving back from Connecticut, and for the first time ever, I slept at a rest stop, and it was amazing. An amazing experience. Justin, I highly recommend it. It's very peaceful. I slept for like 5 hours off and on there. Good time. I was a little scared.
I believe it. I mean, there's like whole protocols when people sleep in truck stops, right? Like blind the windows and like make sure you don't look like you have stuff that people want to steal. We'll do.
Yep.
Yeah, I left my car on, locked the window so I could get a quick getaway if I needed to. It was good times. Good times. But Connecticut was a lot of fun. We got to get a bunch of work done and stuff. But while I was there, they announced that Amazon has acquired the rights from the Broccoli family for James Bond. They have full creative control. What do you think, Justin? Because I know you're a Bond fan. I've been excited and curious to hear your take.
Amazon, for the most part, has done good stuff with their TV, I think. So, like, if they do well with it, I'm excited for it. Like, I'm always if I like the IP and they do a good job with it, then I'm totally stoked for it. Like, I was excited for Lord of the Rings. I was excited for the Wheel of Time series. I mean, I'm excited for Bond as long as they do well, as long as they do casting well, the whole deal. Like, I don't know. Give me more stuff I like. Good.
Would you rather a movie or a show?
Depends on how they do the shows. Like, are they going to rehash like older stories and like put them in like from the movie? Like, is GoldenEye going to meet the TV show, or is it going to be wholly different? Or as long as the spirit of Bond is there and they have cool gadgets and like fun times, like I'm cool with it. Is it going to be one of those things where it's like the Flash, where the Flash TV show and the Flash movies have two totally different plots? I mean, maybe. Are they going to keep the same actor? Probably not. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the type of stuff that like I wish they would kind of settle on. Be like, all right, this person's going to be Bond, both in TV and movie. It'd be kind of cool.
I'm sure if they do go that route where they do both, I'm sure they'll have a consistent through line. But I'm curious to see Bond as a television series. Like that's kind of where, I always gear towards, because I like TV better generally because I like living with the characters a little bit more. But this announcement has me curious. I know there's a lot of people on the internet that are assuming the worst when we haven't even, like you said, gotten a casting announcement yet. We just know that, which is surprising because I didn't think the Broccoli family was ever going to come up off of the Bond rights. Because I know that was a big thing a few years ago. They weren't.
Do we know how much they paid?
$1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
I mean, you drop that B word around, I would imagine people come off their IPs pretty hard. That makes sense.
What about you, Mike? Are you a Bond fan?
Yeah, I like Bond. I don't really have an opinion on any quality of the product because, like Justin said, a lot of Amazon MGM stuff is of good quality. So it just depends on what direction I guess they're going to go with, and if it will be like focused as a more serialized TV thing or if it's going to be movies. I do find it kind of funny that it's now owned by the closest thing to a Blofeld that we have in the world, or one of the closest things to a Blofeld that we have in the world. So that's kind
of
so that's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
I fully expect delays on all my shipping now.
Yeah, 100%.
Justin, is there a Bond story that you know of that they haven't adapted yet that you'd like to see?
Not offhand. But it would be kind of fun for them to redo some of the older ones, some of the less known ones. I think there's plenty of plot lines they could do. I mean, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to do like a Moonraker, just go like totally outside of it. I don't know. I'd have to I've never read the actual books. I've always delved into like the media content of it in terms of the movies and stuff. But I don't know. I'm excited for whatever story as long as it's a good story. It doesn't even have to be close to the source material. Like, give me something new. Like, I don't know.
What
I've lived this character for a while.
What if they just went completely period piece with Bond and like portrayed him the way he is in the Fleming novels originally, like which is
I'd be in.
way
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm down to try whatever as long as the quality is there. I mean, I don't tell me a story that I have not seen before, and it'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool to do a period piece with it because it would separate it a little bit more from the Jack Reachers and the Jack Ryans that they have currently going on their platform too.
all the other J's.
Yeah,
named
is Reacher's
secret
first name
agents.
Jack? I'm excited to watch season 3.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
I think it's Jack Reacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same character that Tom Cruise played in his movies.
Oh, fair. Yeah, you're right. But
physically completely different because
yeah,
Alan Richardson looks like Jack Reacher, I guess, more accurately.
I was super stoked to see season 3 come out. Was it this week or last week? Either way, I'm gonna as soon as this show's over, I'm watching season 3. Jack Reacher.
I started watching a show called Paradise, and it is very good. Autumn recommended it, so I checked it out, and I got through the first 5 episodes pretty fast. I caught up to everything that's happening now. It's got Sterling K. Brown in it, James Marsden. James Marsden plays the president. He gets killed. I don't want to go too much into it because
There's
going
like 4
into this
episodes.
show, we're at 6 now, but yeah. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but I thought it was going to be more like 24, and it is absolutely not anything like 24. So I do recommend people check it out. Shirley King Brown is always great, and this is just it got renewed for a second season, which I'm happy about, but mildly disappointed because I honestly thought it was a limited series, so I was expecting a wrap up soon, but it wasn't. So I'm curious about that, but it's a good show. Like I'm really surprised. It's fun. It's fun sometimes to go into things and not know anything about them.
Mhm.
And this was definitely that for me. And then when the twist happens or the thing that happens and you're like, wow, that's not what I expected this show to be. And it's really cool. I recommend it.
So, what's the streaming on? You remind me?
Hulu.
Hulu. Cool.
Yeah, it's a Hulu original. I think it's on Disney Plus too.
Everything is an amalgamation now, right? Between Max
Yeah.
and Hulu. And
Yeah,
Disney
because
Plus.
I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia from the start, and every time there's an ad break, I get ads for that show that you're talking about, Jason. So
I want to ask you about that, Mike. I was under the impression you'd watched it before. Have you not seen It's Always Sunny before?
I've seen like cordoned off episodes here and there. I've never actually like sat down and watched the series from the beginning. I mean, I'm aware of the premise of it. I know the characters because I've seen clips, and like I said, I've seen a standalone episode here and there. But like, I was just curious to start it from the start, and I finally watched what's his name's directorial debut, Fool's Paradise. Speaking of Paradise, and Charlie Day's directorial debut, because he kind of cut his teeth on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in order to do that. So,
did you like the movie?
It's whatever.
Fair enough.
It's honestly kind of underwhelming because I mean he's got a good eye, and it's for a first effort. It's not bad, but it is extremely kind of meandering. Like it's just stuff happens, and I'm not really sure like what the comedy or what the story's trying to say about Hollywood or about his perspective on Hollywood necessarily. It feels like he's lifting from other stuff, like he's lifting from being there from Peter Sellers back in the 70s. He's lifting from The Player with Tim Robbins from the 90s, and he's definitely lifting a lot from his Sunny in Philadelphia days. But
gotcha.
It's
cool.
It's just fine. There's anything that has Ken Jeong as a co-lead, I'm kind of like ugh, because I'm not a Ken Jeong fan.
Got it. Okay.
But he's trying for a dramatic thing, kind of, sort of in this. It's doesn't work because it's Ken Jeong, who I don't think can do like dramatic stuff well, but he's trying. So
he was a doctor like before becoming an actor, right?
Yeah,
I'm thinking the right guy.
Yeah.
Have you watched his? He has some interviews on YouTube, and I'm like, I think it's from The Wire, maybe I don't know, but like it's just like fun stories or him answering health questions from Twitter. Those are
Oh
kind
no,
of fun.
I'll check him out. No, I'm sure he's a pleasant guy. He seems like.
Well,
a
yeah, I'm not
pleasant
saying
enough
you
guy.
don't like him. I'm just saying like that the things I've enjoyed with him in it have been like him trying to like be snarky to people asking health questions.
Right. Like I don't mind him as a person, as a performer.
Sure,
I'm kind of like,
yeah.
meh. Like I don't know. I saw The Hangover back in the day, and I was just like, I don't need more of this character.
I don't need more of him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I heard that he shows up subsequently more in the sequels, and I'm like, cool. More reason to not watch those. So
You're not really missing much. The
not
first
missing
one was
it. But overall, yeah, the movie is whatever. It's a good first effort. The show I'm really loving. I just got done with season 2. So
Oh damn, you moving fast.
yep.
Uh,
Well, I mean, there's like 10 episodes a season, right? Or
Yeah, you can hustle through. It's
Yeah.
always sunny. My favorite is, I told you before, the health inspector one. I can't wait for you to get to that one. And I think it's Howard Boggs or not Howard Boggs. What's the baseball player's name? Something Boggs, I think. Either way, because like they get drunk on an airplane, and that's the whole premise of it. It's just them on an airplane.
Oh,
And it's a lot
okay.
of fun.
Cool. I'll let you know what I think of it when I get to it. But so far, I've been having a blast. I can't believe Charlie Day and the waitress are married in real life because they play.
Yeah.
She plays being reviled by him really well. So
I can't believe that show is at season 17. About to
Yeah,
start
it's truly
season
incredible.
18. And you brought up a good point in the chat because I watched Abbott Elementary. I kind of fell out, not for any reasons like I didn't like the show. Stopped watching it. It got caught too behind. But I'm curious to see how those two shows cross over too, because tonally they're very different.
apparently, I guess it just came about because Quinta and what's his name, Mac, who's one of the co-creators, like they met at an award show, and they're just like, wouldn't it be weird if our shows crossed over? And so that's where it started. They were just like, this is weird. Let's give it a shot. So I guess part 1 came out in Abbott Elementary this past season, and part 2 is going to kick off in the new season of Sunny that's going to start up or something.
That's fun.
What's up, Daniel? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Dan?
Wade Boggs passed away.
No, it's a joke in the show. It's a good reference, Dan.
I can't wait to get it.
Yeah.
I need to also watch that show. I like Mike. I've seen episodes here and there. I like Charlie Day quite a bit. So I need to watch it and Danny DeVito, I think Danny DeVito is a sexy bastard. So I can't wait to dive in. He says Sunny is one of the best shows ever made.
Agreed, buddy. Agreed.
Does it have improv elements? Is it like Curb-esque?
For sure.
I have a feeling a lot of it is very heavily improv because I mean the three dudes leading it, Mac, Dennis, and Charlie, they were all like acting buddies back in New York, and so I read up on them after I started the show, and it was like they would do like video skits together and things like that, and that was basically what the pilot of It's Always Sunny was just them doing these short films. These short comedic films. In fact, I think the Charlie Gets Cancer episode was basically 2 of their short films combined into an episode.
Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that. That's cool.
So that's how they pitched the show to people. They already had a DVD of their stuff.
Nice. What about you, Justin? You been watching anything fun?
No, I keep wanting to get into, like I said, Reacher. That's been online for a while, but what did I watch this week?
I'm hoping to catch Reacher this weekend. Maybe tomorrow I'll catch up on it. Yeah. Being out of town, I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. But got a lot to watch this week, though. I can tell you that, it's a nice problem to have when you're a little backed up, especially if you watch week-to-week stuff.
I'm thinking about when you're backed up show-wise.
I was like, there's a lot of problems with being backed up.
Yeah. I'm thinking about starting a second show. Like, so Matt Talk airs on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month. So I'm thinking on the other Sundays doing just a TV only thing where I can come on and talk about everything I watched during the week. Maybe do my top 5 shows that people should check out, because like I watch so much that I feel like I should talk about it more. And you guys aren't interested in procedurals like I'm watching. Like I have stacks of procedurals that I watch. Reacher will never be as great as it was with Cruz. Ha ha ha.
When he was
I don't know,
walking-
man. That opening sequence in season 2 where he rips the guy out of the car was pretty awesome.
Pretty dope. They're just different, wholly different entities, right? Like
Right.
Tom Cruise had the personality of Reacher, and this Alan Richardson had like the frame, and I would argue the personality of, but I don't know. It's very good. They're both very good.
I
So
like
Justin,
the
tell us
first.
about-
I like the first Jack Reacher movie with Tom Cruise for what it was.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the first one too. I don't think I saw the second one.
It has
But,
it has Werner Herzog as the main villain, so I'm not going to poo-poo it because I like Werner.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too.
Justin, tell us about the new Magic the Gathering set.
Well, this is the one I'm thinking of, and FYI, if you are a Magic the Gathering fan, they are doing a crossover with Avatar: The Last Airbender. So in November, they're going to publish cards that have art of the Airbender cast in them, and that should be a lot of fun. There's not a lot that's been announced for it yet, just like a teaser trailer that's 30 seconds long, and it's literally just the elements floating around the Magic the Gathering symbol. So there's not a lot to even look at. But they said November 2025, you should see a release of Avatar: The Last Airbender Magic the Gathering cards. So I expect those to be purchased very quickly because that's a very big fan base, and I bet there is quite a bit of crossover between the Magic the Gathering community and the Avatar community, if I had to guess. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a ways out though.
Pretty stoked about that.
I think so too. I mean, if you like Avatar and you like Magic the Gathering, there's probably a pretty easy lift, right? But I don't know. I know some Magic the Gathering folks are getting kind of tired of the universes beyond, which is what they're calling these like outside lore stuff. Like Spider-Man's going to get its own thing, and Final Fantasy is about to get its own thing. So I don't know. I kind of see their point too, but at the same time, it's like it's just more stuff. Like if you like the art, get the card. If you don't like the art, don't. And like let people do whatever they want to do, as long as they're not like destroying the product. I don't really care.
No, because I mean they're still releasing the normal standard and stuff.
Yeah, I would argue too much. I would much rather have like a 3-month wait. Like they pump out sets. It seems like every month and a half now. It's crazy.
It does feel like that. I haven't followed Magic in quite a while, but when does the Marvel set come out? Because that's the one I want to grab.
Soon. I'd have to Google it because there was a Marvel secret layer that I was able to get with like Wolverine, Storm, Iron Man, and Black Panther, and I'm forgetting. Oh, Captain America.
Those are going for a pretty penny now, right?
They did for a minute. The scalpers got their money's worth for like a week, and then the whole market was like, "Yeah, no, we're going to get back to what these were actually priced at when they were selling it." So, yeah, it's probably a little bit more money to get those back, but thankfully, the prices come down to where it's kind of equitable to when it was, unless it's changed since last time I looked, and I have not looked in a while. But I would assume they're probably equivalent to what I purchased them for, if not maybe a little bit more, but not a lot. But no, Spider-Man, I think he's coming out in Q1, so I think the next couple of months you'll see that. I think it's Final Fantasy then that for Spider-Man. So Final Fantasy is coming out in a month, so that'd be kind of cool.
Nice.
Then,
so Spider-Man's its own set separate from Marvel?
Yeah, Spider-Man is the Marvel set, unless I get this wrong. People in the comments can correct me, but there is a Spider-Man specific like set coming out, which will have its own like booster boxes and things like that. So if you like Spider-Man, save up your pennies because I would imagine that's gonna be hard to buy after a while. So maybe choose wisely.
What they do is a whole deal with a devil retcon card. That'll be funny.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Reset your entire continuity thanks to Mephisto.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Get Arena, Daniel. Arena.
So you can get Arena.
Play. Yeah, online with friends and stuff. You still have to buy packs and stuff to stay relevant, digital packs. But Justin, tell us about this UFO thing. I'm like, Justin, what's the topic? We have no topic tonight. And he's like, well, there was a UFO in Texas. And I'm like, sure, that works.
So I did more research because all I was doing, and full disclosure, I was looking at Google Trends and see what people were searching for entertainment. And Texas UFO was a top search. And when I did some more Googling, it was actually California and we could play the video, but really the video is just an audio file. And they put some weird animations over top of it. So whatever you want to do, all it is some fighter pilots that were on some mission. They said, I think Homeland Security, but I forget exactly what they were doing. But one guy was seeing like a bullet-shaped aircraft underneath its wing, and it like zoomed by, and they couldn't identify it. So it's a UFO there, and they thought it might have been a drone, but they weren't able to validate it. And people think it's UFO, so that's fun. We can listen to the news report if we want. It's like a 3-minute thing, but that's the gist of it.
Capped it nicely. I personally believe in aliens, so anything's possible.
The universe is too big not to have aliens, is my opinion. Whether or not we interact with them is a different thing.
And honestly, at this point, I don't think the world will be too head over heels in all of it. So,
I mean, what was it, 2020 when they started like really releasing footage of crazy like flights and stuff,
UAP stuff, and it's just like everyone's kind of like, whatever. I don't know. We got real down to earth problems. So
there's a pandemic. If they can throw us a cure, that'd be super dope.
Yeah, and now it's just like I just want to keep a job. So
yeah.
I don't care what the aliens do.
I think it was the Daily Show. They're like, they just announced the aliens were possibly real, and like nobody batted an eye.
Everyone's shoulders shrugged.
Nobody's talking about it.
No one.
There's
cares.
others. We're more afraid of other things right now. That aliens are just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh,
they're
kind
out
of like
there, sure.
Yeah, like each other. So, I forgot to mention I watched a really fun animated film over the week too. Flow. If anyone, I would recommend that. It's on Max right now. Is
it about insurance?
No, it's the nominated film for Best Animated Feature from Latvia. It's like a dude and a small team of animators in Latvia put together this movie. There's no like human characters in it. It's about a cat. It's about a dog. It's about a capybara, a lemur, a secretary bird, and there might be other animals. I can't remember. But it's basically about them in a kind of sort of fantasy, futuristic water world place, and they try to navigate it on a boat. It was cute. No dialogue, and all the animals are very natural. Yeah.
Oh, I like the art style.
I like
it's like water painting.
It's really cool art style. Like I liked it. And this guy encouraged me to check out his other feature film that he did, I think a couple years prior, just on his own in Blender. And it's called Away, and it's on Amazon actually for free to watch. But he did an entire animated feature in Blender on his own like years ago. And it's really good too. So.
And he was associated with the first film, or is that two totally different topics? Two totally different.
Wait, what about that?
What? Sorry, was the one guy working on the other film, or was it just two totally different things?
The director of this one, he did an entire feature animated film
Blender.
On his own years ago in Blender. This one, he's got an actual team of animators.
That's dope. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I have Blender, and that's such an intimidating software that I'm like, I don't even want to fiddle around with it. I gotta really spend some time if I want to get good at that thing. Blender's cool.
But no, I recommend Flow. It's a good film.
Nice. Tony and I started watching The Gorge on Apple TV with Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller. It's a fascinating movie so far. I knew nothing about it going into it, and digging it so far. We've got like 20 minutes left. I don't want to fully review it yet because we haven't finished it, but so far it's cool. I like Anya Taylor-Joy a lot as an actress. She always makes interesting choices.
Mm-hmm. The Menu is still my favorite of hers, I think. And I enjoyed The Northman, and I enjoyed, what was the other one she was in? What was the big one she was in? She's been in a couple. Yeah, Furiosa. Thank you.
Gambit.
Really good at that too.
Yeah, I like her in Furiosa. I mean, I've liked her in all her stuff. Honestly,
was it like, John that doesn't like her? Someone in the cast universe.
John. It's Hot Take Orlando. Yeah. He's not a fan.
She's been selling since like the Witch or the Vavitch when she was like 15 or 16. So like, really, really.
I've yet to go back to watch The Witch. Have you watched it, Mike?
Oh yeah, I own it. Oh, I every time a new Eggers movie comes out, I always do like a complete, like I go through the Vivitch, I go through the Lighthouse, and now the Northman, and then got up to Nosferatu. So
Oh man, I'm not sure I could watch The Lighthouse more than once. That was a journey. I liked it, but it was a journey.
Yeah, it's definitely a what? A what kind of movie?
I'm pretty excited. Nosferatu was added to Peacock this week, so I'm excited to finally get to see it.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty solid. I thought it was good.
It's an extended cut. I don't know if they released the normal cut, but there's an extended cut on Peacock.
I don't know if I saw the extended or not.
Which I can't imagine. It's already a pretty long movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty long. It's 2 hours and some change, I think.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. I will say, I don't think it's his best movie. Visually, it works. Performance-wise, it's really great. I felt like this. I don't know if you'll feel like this, but the third act feels like it's in a hurry to wrap things up.
Yeah, I wanted to spend more time with Defoe.
Yeah, it feels like once Defoe kind of shows up, it's like okay, let's get going. It's like, all right, well.
And I will say, I wanted. Sorry to talk about. I really wanted to spend more time on the boat. Like when I read Dracula for the first time as a, I guess, young adult, like the boat was the scariest thing for me. Is like watching these people get picked off night over night, like as like they don't realize there's a vampire being transported on them. Like I really enjoyed that aspect of Dracula.
Well, part of me is wondering if that actually was purposely cut down because they're also like, hey, there's this whole movie dedicated to just the boat ride that is coming out around right before ours. So,
the
last voyage of the Demeter. Yeah, there's a whole movie about that. Yeah,
I didn't realize that was about that. Cool, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, last voyage of the Dementor. Justin,
isn't Demeter?
Demeter.
Yeah.
However you choose to pronounce it.
I prefer the Harry Potter version. Just have a Dementor on board. Like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we don't have a super long show planned for today because we were all super, super tired.
Yeah.
So we might wrap early, guys. I'm totally down for that. Go to 3geekspodcast.com. Follow us at 3geekspodcast. Go to Mike's YouTube, youtube.com/Mike McGTV. And check us out. Matt Talk is new tomorrow. We'll be back for a full show next week with Max and sponsorships and all that fun stuff. Win some digital codes, guys. Share, comment, like, subscribe. Awesome stuff. Go like all of our shorts on YouTube because YouTube seems to be hiding us this week, and I don't know why. So keep hitting those thumbs up.
Such as
Stupid
life.
YouTube. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Algorithm.
See y'all.
Recycle your droids.